Hi guys, it's Friday. It's time for my weekly weigh-in, and it's probably going to be a pretty quick weigh-in. My whole house has the flu right now. I'm just getting over it. I caught wave one a week ago, and then it sort of went away, and I had these cold symptoms, and the last couple days it came back, and I had this fever, and oh, it was just crazy. It was a really bad flu. I don't know if I had the swine flu. The doctors here wouldn't test me for it because I guess they don't have enough tests to go around. So they basically only test you if you end up in the hospital, which I think is ridiculous. I kind of wanted to know what I had so that I wasn't passing it on to people, but whatever. So anyway, so it's Friday, and I weighed in this morning, and honestly, I was thinking I probably would have gained weight because so when I don't feel well, I totally want comfort food. I had the worst week of eating I've probably ever had since having my surgery. Um, it's post Halloween, so there's Halloween candy all over my house, and I, being the one who isn't supposed to be eating it, am the keeper of the candy, so I'm supposed to hide it from everybody and divvy it out. So my boyfriend won't eat it, and my son won't get into it. So I'm the only one that knows where the candy is, which I'm not convinced was the best way to go, because I did eat some candy. I discovered that I can actually tolerate up to 22 grams of sugar at a time without dumping. Um, Pretty sad that I actually tested that down to the gram, but I did. And yeah, if I take 23 grams of sugar, it's not pretty. I feel really sick, and I'm regretting that decision. But 22 grams, I'm fine. So I think that's my tolerance, and I'm convinced that that's how the whole dumping thing works. I think everybody will dump at a certain point. If you eat a ridiculous amount of sugar, it's going to make you sick. People who don't have surgery are that way. If you eat too much sugar, you get sick to your stomach. So I think it's kind of the same thing with gastric bypass. I think everyone just has different tolerance levels, and mine tends to be higher than a lot of people. So I don't say that I don't dump, because 22 grams is still I wouldn't be able to eat a whole dessert or anything, but I can have um, a fun-sized Snickers, which I had several times this week. I can have a Reese's peanut butter cup, which I had this week. Yeah, not the best decision, but I try to think back before surgery, and I would have been raiding the candy and digging through my son's treat bag, ugh, yeah. So I think I did pretty well this year, just to have a few of those, and just one little mini Snickers totally satisfies the craving, and I'm good. But I probably had one little piece of chocolate every day this week, I'd say. Um, so yeah, I did that. I also had made a big, huge batch of pumpkin muffins. So good, you guys. So good. So I had I think throughout the week, maybe I had 1.5 muffins total. I would cut it up into little pieces and eat them, when I was. So that's not healthy. Carbs, sugar, blah, 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 all the stuff that you're not supposed to have. Um, I ate way too many carbs this week just because I wasn't feeling well, and carbs go down easier. They just made me feel better. If I ate a bunch of heavy protein and stuff, it almost made me feel worse. So I was eating carbs nonstop and sugar. So I was pretty darn surprised when I got on the Wii Fit this morning, and I'd still lost 1.5 pounds. I really thought that, I mean, I didn't think I would gain because I knew, quantity wise and calorie wise, I still wasn't eating enough to gain weight. But I knew I'd eaten lots of carbs, and I figured that would kind of put the brakes on, and so I'd probably hit another plateau. But that didn't happen, so I lost another pound and a half, which brings my grand total to 103.6 pounds lost, which is crazy. Awesome. I'm happy about it. And yeah, so I think that's about it. I don't have a whole lot to report other than, it was a crazy week of eating. I've been sick. Oh, I was also really excited because Okay, so the week before that, I had more of like a stomach flu kind of thing where my stomach was really upset, so I really didn't eat for like 3 or 4 days. I remember I'd lost like 5 something pounds that week. I think it was last week or the week before when I finally hit Wonderland. And I just assumed that because most of that came off as a result of being sick, it was probably a lot like being dehydrated and that kind of thing, that it would come back because that's what it does when you lose weight from being sick. It usually just bounces right back. But it didn't come back, and despite all the junk I ate and all that, this past week I lost a little bit more weight, so I'm happy. I can't complain. Um, yeah, that's about it. I should probably go because I've got like a sick child and a sick boyfriend who are requiring me to wait on them hand and foot, which, I don't mind, except for the fact that when I was sick, nobody helped me. I still had to cook dinner for everybody. But that's how it goes, I guess, when you're the mom. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you all have a good weekend. And I'm going to go because I sound like crap because I'm still all congested from this sickness and stuff. But, yeah. I guess that's it. Okay, guys. Have a good weekend and make healthy choices and wash your hands and use Lysol and stay away from the germs because you don't want to get the flu. It's really bad. Okay. Have a good weekend, guys. Bye.